Starseed, Lightworker, came here with a specific project, and we have been all strategically placed to deliver light into the dark. We chose to approach that of course, not all people likes this, and we are able to encounter resistance. Although this may be very challenging at instances, it is essential not to allow anything or everybody prevent us from letting our light shine as brightly as possible. For this, we don't must do something special, except to come into our strength and to live there. This alone is enough to attain, among different matters, a wonderful gain for ourselves and the world. So recognize that if you come upon such resistance, be it lively, mental, or maybe physical, you have to do something right, otherwise you would be of no interest to those who do not serve the light. Dearest ones, never doubt that your life has been in vain. You are the robust ones, preserving the light for others to observe you. It's time now for you all to bath. It's time now for you all to be clean in that light and relax knowing that you've achieved an excellent job simply by being the loving, kind, supportive being which you are. Simply because you notice no evidence physically of your work does not mean to say that you have not done something, for a great deal of your work has certainly been backstage. We see how much you've got helped spread the light on the planet that has been very darkish over the last millennia. Once the light has unfolded during the world, there may be no going back to darkness. Lots of you have been speaking to others about your beliefs, status up to your rights, and nearly protesting in marches for freedom at some stage in the world. We commend all of this work, for this has helped tons of humanity to wake up. The time has come now for all of humanity to awaken. Turn within in case you are not a regular meditator. This will be tricky at first. You may marvel that the heck you are imagined to be turning toward or focusing on. The answer is simple. Not anything. Focus on nothing. Clearly, close your eyes and turn your attention inward to the silence inside you. Random thoughts will probably maintain popping in. However, lightly push them back out and go back your interest to the silence. Listen for wisdom in case you were given a specific situation you are struggling with. This will be a very good time to think about it. Try and do so without judgment and without seeking to come to any conclusions. Simply ponder the issue and exercise acceptance for what it is at this second. Then ask yourself, what would be the best course of movement for me presently? Remember the possibilities before you and think about how each one makes you feel. Most usually, you will notice a distinction between something that feels right and something that feels incorrect. We need no longer wait until the ache becomes unbearable. If we better understand the purpose of friction, we are able to understand small degrees of friction before it will become the one's excessive degrees of pain. Instead of ignoring the annoyances, We can become more aware about how we sense by taking note of what we feel in any given second. All of our reviews are divinely timed as we learn how to more effectively process our feelings. We recognize the strength of our attention to cause our reality to occur. This means that we want not going through any longer useless with which to feel the relief of resolving intense quantities of energies. This is presented as higher degrees of pain. If every enjoy is divinely timed, then the implication of what this means is staggering. I cannot help but think about what God's stage of knowledge must be. So, as for all of these portions of statistics to suit so perfectly as they fall into location, it pretty actually way that God had those services planned out especially for us. God knows us more than we recognize ourselves, and this includes how we are able to respond or react to the stimuli this is supplied. Suppose now, not of your past trials and tribulations, heal them and pass on expensive ones to a new wonderful future. You've got all worked so difficult for humanity, and now isn't the time to give up. The light has received and the darkness is receding. It is able to appear as though the opposite is right. However, dear ones, the house of cards is fallen. Once one card falls, the rest will comply with suit. As has been stated in many instances during alternate media, sit back now, loved ones, and revel in the show that is about to take place.